Oof. Don't put lime in your water. Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. I am Georgie. If you are new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So today I want to talk about Animal Crossing Direct because I am excited. Quick disclaimer, Animal Crossing New Horizons is actually my first Animal Crossing game. I'm very new to the franchise. I did not grow up with a Nintendo DS. I was deprived as a child. Just kidding, I was actually too busy playing Sims Busting Out on my PlayStation 2. So a lot of the Animal Crossing world, the characters, they're all new to me, but I do still have things I would like to see in this update. So if you don't know what Animal Crossing Direct is, the other week we had Nintendo Direct, which is when Nintendo basically announced a lot of big things coming up, all their new games that are coming out. They also announced the Mario movie that's coming out. I have thoughts. But one thing we didn't get a lot for Animal Crossing, but we did hear that we're going to be getting an Animal Crossing Direct, so a separate announcement. Now, as far as the Animal Crossing Direct, all we know about it is that there's going to be some updates, announcements, and we know we're getting Brewster. Very excited. The people have asked, they have begged, and we have received. Apart from Brewster, we really don't know what to expect. I think we've had a lot of other updates since Animal Crossing has been released. We've had the update of swimming, and we've had updates for all the different events. We've had like the Christmas update, and there was the like Turkey Day and Easter. So there's been event updates, but we haven't had a Nintendo Animal Crossing Direct event itself, which makes me think we're going to get more than just Brewster. I think there's a couple of really exciting updates coming, and I want to talk about what my predictions are. So if you have any predictions, or if there's anything on your wish list for this big update, let me know in the comments. What are you really hoping for? Do you have any unrealistic expectations? Let me know and we can dream big together. So let's jump in. So first of all, we know we're getting Brewster. We know his cafe is going to be inside the museum. I am very excited. I'm excited to have a new character to interact with on my island. I'm excited for the new dialogue. I don't really know what to expect. I kind of would like, aside from the fact that I'm assuming you can go and get a coffee, we get to, someone just walked past my window, hello. I'm really hoping and kind of assuming, because we know the villagers can go into the museum, so I'm hoping they can also go into the cafe and we can like have a coffee with our favorite villagers. I think that would be so cute. I would love that. Now, I do know in previous games there were options to have like a part-time job. I don't know for sure if it was in the cafe, but I think it'd be really fun to work in the cafe. You could work alongside with Brewster, you could make coffees and like serve treats to your villagers. I think that'd be really fun. Maybe we could do that to earn Nook Miles or earn bells. Either way, I think that'd be super cute. Aside from Brewster, we do know, well, we are assuming there's going to be other updates. Otherwise, they would have just given us a Brewster update. So I think we're getting a couple of quality of life updates, and I've got some things on my wish list. So this first one isn't really a quality of life update per se, but it is a change to the game. I would really like the ability to hop between Mystery Islands. Whether you are villager hunting or just going across Mystery Islands to try and get resources, especially early on in the game, I remember I did so many Mystery Island trips just to go and chop down trees and like smash all of the rocks, and I went fishing. I just loved exploring other islands. The problem with Mystery Islands right now is that, especially if you are villager hunting, which I know a lot of people do, and it is very fun to villager hunt, but the most tedious part is having to go through all that dialogue every single time when you're talking to Orville. I feel like it just wastes time. It makes it feel really tedious. It is way too easy to accidentally click visit another island, and then you have to cancel that and go back to the start of the dialogue, and it's just time consuming. So I think when you're on the mystery, I think it would make it so much easier. Just take me somewhere else. You know that I'm on a hunt. You know that I'm on a mission for my dreamy. Let's just skip the nonsense and jump to the next island. I think that'd be so good. Speaking of villagers, I would also really like some new villager dialogue. Part of the fun of having a fresh villager on your island is having fresh dialogue with them and having something different in your day. And I think that kind of loses the fun of that and the charm, I guess, when every single sisterly villager has the same dialogue. And there's only so many times I can handle a peppy villager telling me about their dreams to be a pop star. I think change it up a little, give me something different. Speaking of dialogue, I am just crushing these segues. I would also really like some new dialogue from Isabelle at the start of each day. There's only so many times I can hear about her video calls to her family or the latest late night comedian slash talk show that she was watching. I think it's time to freshen it up, throw something new at us. give us some new info. I love Isabelle, but I'm a little tired. I am skipping through that dialogue as quickly as I can. And I love Isabelle, I want to appreciate her. Another thing I would really like to see in the update is some new clothes and some new items. So I don't really visit Nook's Cranny or the Able Sisters anymore because every time I go, it's the same thing. Unless there's an event on, unless it's like Christmas time or there's like the Turkey Day items, it feels very same every day. I don't even check Able Sisters anymore for clothing because I either have everything or the only things I don't have are the things I don't have any interest in buying. So I would like some new clothes. Side note, I actually lied before. New Horizons is not the first Animal Crossing game I have played. The first game I actually played while I was waiting for my New Horizons to arrive in the mail was Pocket Camp. And I know Pocket Camp is a mobile game, it's a very different platform, it's probably, you know, different team, everything's different. But what I love about Pocket Camp is there's always new items added to the game. And it keeps it fun, it keeps it fresh, it makes you want to keep logging in. Obviously that's part of the game, that's part of their strategy, is to make you keep going back. But I think with New Horizons it would be nice to have some fresh clothes in the Able Sisters so I have a reason to go and talk to them. Especially now that we have access to all the custom codes outside of the Able Sisters, I really have no reason to go into the Able Sisters. And I do kind of miss them, so I'd like to have a reason to go in and do some more shopping. I also wouldn't mind a bit of an update to the Nook's Cranny. I think it is kind of small. We only have a room for 3 things in the shop at any one time. I think that could be expanded, and it would be nice to have another expansion, something else to save for. You know, with Nook's Cranny, you only really have one update, one chance to upgrade it from the little building to the big building. And I think, why not have another expansion? Make it 2 stories. I think something else that a lot of people have been asking for in terms of quality of life, things that make the day-to-day gameplay a little easier, would be being able to buy multiple things at once, especially in terms of redeeming Nook Miles. It would be so much easier if you could just select how many Nook Mile tickets you want to redeem at once, rather than having to go through the motions to try and get your 50 tickets. And the same goes for Nook shopping as well. Sometimes I want multiple things, and the fact that you can only buy 5 a day, make it 10. I'd also love to see, again, this is kind of going along the theme of wanting new clothes and new items, I would love some new DIYs. There's still a couple of DIYs I feel like I never actually collected, but I would like to see something fresh, maybe a new furniture set, that would be really nice, some new outdoor things. I really would like to see more styles. Something else I would really like to see, and I know a lot of people have been asking for this, so I'm kind of hoping they've listened and that's why they're waiting for a big update to announce it. I would love to be able to craft multiples of items all at once. I don't think it is unreasonable for me to want to craft 5 sets of books. I would like to do it. Same goes for customizing items. I wouldn't mind being able to either customize multiple items all at once or just sort of streamline the customizing process a little bit. It does feel a little bit tedious sometimes. Instead of having to do it one by one by one by one, which means I'm wasting time crafting when I could be actually out there decorating my island, just let me select how many I want to make. The last thing that I would like to see, and this is probably a little far-fetched, but you know what? It is an Animal Crossing Direct. It feels fancy. I'm gonna put it out there on the table. You know, you gotta manifest. The last thing I would like to see, and this is probably a little far-fetched, it's probably very unlikely. This year is the 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, and while I did not grow up playing a lot of Zelda games, I have got really into Breath of the Wild this year. I love the franchise, I love the world, I love the lore. I think it'd be really fun. We have the Mario set. I think it would be really cool to give us some Zelda-themed items in Animal Crossing. I think they would really fit the aesthetic of the game. I think they could make some really cute items. Zelda is such a big part of the Nintendo franchise and the company, so I think it's not far-fetched to think that they wouldn't want to incorporate them into Animal Crossing somehow. I don't really know how, but I think having some items would be really cool, similar to the Mario items really. So that is my big wish. I don't know what it would look like, but I would like to see it acknowledged and incorporated somehow. I think it'd be really fun and a fun way to kind of cross over and celebrate Zelda while also celebrating Animal Crossing. So that is all of my wish list items / predictions for the Animal Crossing Direct. I can't wait to see how wrong I am. I can't wait for them to throw something completely left field at me, and you know what, I'll probably love it either way. No matter what it is, I'm excited to have something fresh and new. I think this update is really going to revitalize the Animal Crossing community, and I can't wait to see how it all goes. So let me know if I've missed anything. Let me know if you have any really crazy out there predictions, anything that I've missed, any characters you'd like to see, maybe some new villages you want to see, or some returning villages that haven't appeared in New Horizons yet. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I do have lots more videos planned. I also stream on Twitch over at It's Just Georgie. I stream about 3-4 days a week. Make sure you go and check me out there, and my socials will all be down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see how wrong I am for this direct. I'm gonna be so off course. But that is all from me now. I will see you in the next video. Bye!